Good afternoon. It's Nikki, you also known as Peso Trader, and you're watching the September 23, 2020 market update for the Philippines. So let's take a look at the index. So we are seeing that the index today is about 5,892, down 1 point or typically just unchanged. Market value today is 4.29 billion pesos, value traded 92 advancers, 90 decliners. Still net foreign selling 95 million pesos. Not a lot, at least it's just 95 million pesos. Now, when you look at the gainers and the losers, your gainers are Jollibee, 4% up. JG Summit, 2.78% up. Your DMCI is 1.49% up. Your Bloomberry is 1.36% up. Your largest losers for the day is RHI and ICT, 2.86% down and 2.69% down. So your PSEI is just steady. Sorry. Wait. Your PSEI is steady. All of your shares are steady. Financials are down. Industrials are up. Holdings is up. Properties is down. And then mining is down. Services are also down. Take a look at your stats for the day. Top gainers. Okay, top gainers, you've got GSMI 7% to 50.9, so San Miguel, but very little trades. Another top gainer would be IDC, 6% up to about 206. Your SSI is 6% up, but very little volume, 7 million pesos, 1.17. You've got VLL up 335 today to 353, 5% up. Mary Mart, good move today, 3 pesos to 314, 180 million pesos. Jollibee, 130 million pesos on the surge up 4%, 138.1. Manila Water continues going up at 1536 today at 3.92% up, 100 million pesos. Your Dito Telecom is up 125 million pesos today, value traded 125, 3.99 now closing at 412. And JG Summit, 62.9, 100 million pesos too. The rest don't have a lot of volume and value traded. Where's loser? Let's take a look. So your MAC continued higher from 203 to 211. From about 180, 175 a couple of days ago. Just a day ago. Worst loser, to take a look, your biggest loser continues to be now, 250 million to the downside, 328 now, the wing at 310. And then, of course, you've got some selling pressure on Felix Mining, 413 to 396. You've got selling pressure on RHI from 70 to 68. STI 345 is now 335 cents, very little, 2 million pesos. But yeah, didn't sustain that move last week, no? ICT is dropping from 108 to 105, 125 million pesos. Megawide also falls back to 748, 23 million pesos. So trading value-wise, yeah, those are your biggest losers. Not a lot, except this 250 million and 125 million. So now in ICT and then RHI and M-Wide. Take a look at the most active. In the most active space, your SM, 887 is 885 right now. Your Now Corp is down 5%. Your SM Prime is down 29, just steady 29. Mary Mart is up a bit, 4%, 314. Your Dito Telecom is back up, 412. So Mary Mart and Dito Telecom has always been kambal. They've always gone up and gone down almost the same time, highly correlated. And then the rest are just unchanged, 2,080 to 21 Globe there. Your Pure Gold is steady, 48 pesos, 40 cents. Metrobank is just steady at 36 pesos. Ayala Corp is steady at about 715, 720 pesos. The biggest move today I would say would be Jollibee. So top traded is Now Corp, Mary Mart, Dito Telecom, Now Dito are the biggest value traded. Other than that, it's Jollibee, Manila Water. Some people picking up BDO and Ayala Land. Ma continues to have some activity, at least from trades, 30 million pesos, but a lot of activity on MEH. URC being picked up at 133 pesos. We are seeing that. GT Cap at about 392, also getting some buyers, some volume out there. So you are seeing Mega Wide as well on your top traded at 748. And so let's review all of these numbers, all of these codes. So we are seeing just for news purpose, Aboitiz Equity Ventures is raising 10 billion pesos from a bond issuance. They're planning to raise bonds. They will retire older and costlier borrowing. So at this point, they're issuing 10 billion pesos from its which is a second tranche of its retail bonds from the 30 billion peso shelf registration program, which was registered with SEC in mid 2019. So the bonds will be fixed retail bonds of up to 5 billion pesos with an oversubscription option of about another 5 billion pesos. They expect to close this by the end of the quarter of this year. This offering will be used to partially refinance maturing obligations and valued by the stock market at 266 billion. Aboitiz Equity Venture has interests in power generation, Aboitiz Power, and distribution, banking, that would be Union Bank, food, infrastructure, and real estate businesses. AEV intends to list the bonds on the local fixed income trading platform, the Philippine Dealing and Exchange Corp. So all of the banks are joining hands to underwrite this issuance. BDO Capital, First Metro Investment are the joint issue manager. BDO Capital Investment, PPI Capital, First Metro Investment, China Bank, and SB Capital are joint lead underwriters. BDO Bank Unit Trust and Investments is the trustee. Okay, so let's take a look at these companies today. So you are seeing a continuous sell-off, 250 million on the downside for Now Corp. So after rallying from about above the breakout price of about 250 after the fourth telco claim and then the denial of the and the denial of the ICT on this fourth telco claim, we are seeing that the company is going down. So from about 440, it rallied to about 3. Actually, it's still above, no? So 260 to about 440. So if we are gonna assume that it is not sustainable, then if it's not sustainable, you have to see that the prices could fall all the way down back to its prior support, which was this level at about 2 peso. So at 3 pesos, can it go down further? It is possible. And then, of course, the bulls may defend it. How high will they defend it? Is it 2 pesos or is it 220 or 240? But the way I see it, this is a continuous downfall, still a downfall. Then, of course, with Mary Mart today and Vito Telecom, you could see that Mary Mart, so some of the Now Telecom buyers have probably transfixed their eyes on Mary Mart. They changed their volumes. You could see volume is picking up. Whether Mary Mart can continue, you are seeing some resistances for Mary Mart. Looks like a buy signal, actually, but you have this resistances for Mary Mart, 326 and about 3.6. So this looks to be just a trade. In the eyes of a trader, this looks to be just a money flow from about Now to Mary Mart. Now, what happened to Dito Telecom? You are seeing that that is the top traded volume. So some people from Now exited Now, they went to Dito. Dito, of course, has a franchise renewal at about 25 years. So some people believe that they want speculation, but they want a company that has no problems when it comes to franchise renewal. Seems like Dito Telecom fits that narrative. And so so far at current level, you are seeing support here at about two supports, 350, then a higher low here at about 390. So this is a flag. Should this stay above 350, it looks like Dito Telecom can even trek as high as 4.5, even go as high as 5. So this is actually a bullish signal for Dito Telecom. For those who continue to have Dito, it's good that it broke above 380, 390, and continues to stay afloat. So it seems like the Now Corp shareholders shifted into Dito Telecom and Mary Mart. Now, what else we're buying pressure today? Jollibee. Jollibee had a buying signal today. As you could see, Jollibee, we were noticing that about 132, that it was nearing a support. And so at 132 all the way to 120, we felt that the downside was 10%, but the upside could be as high as 140, 150. So given that this is a potential buy signal today, no volume though, so 138 could still go back to 135. Nonetheless, it looks like Jollibee here at about 132 to 135 does have a higher low. It didn't go down to 126 anymore. That means that some people are willing to play this as a reopening theme. Now, if Jollibee is being bought out, can we say the same for Maxis and Pizza? Maxis is at 5. Pizza is at about 5 peso 94 cents. We're seeing the same thing, 5.98. So we are seeing the Jollibee Pizza Maxes, and including maybe DNL. Let's take a look at all of the retail. So DNL looks to be also just steady. Of course, DNL has dividend coming out this month. So ex-date Tuesday, September 29. So it is steadily afloat that 550 level. And then, of course, it's a 15-cent dividend. That's why. You've got, what is it? Okay, so let's take a look at some companies that are in the news. Avoidance Equity Ventures issues bonds. Stock-wise, it didn't move at all. Still neutral. So let's take a look at Avoidance Power. But it helps the company uh, take advantage of lower rates. So they can invest some of their money in a lot of their existing businesses in terms of avoidance power. That would be power generation, utilizing cheaper money. So 24 is just range, 24 to 30. Another strong mover, of course, is Manila Water. Manila Water is trading now at 15. It is above. You'll notice that is above December highs. Actually, it's already trading above these February highs. So we are seeing that Manila Water continued. Manila Water, of course, had been politicized from about 20 pesos. It fell to 4 pesos. And thus, Razon had to step in, and then Ayala had to sell a stake. That was at 13 pesos that he sold to Razon. So Ayala sold to Razon. So Razon has protected that 13 peso mark ever since. It has fallen below 13 every now and then, but as you could see, these were higher lows. So what we will expect for Manila Water is to basically just trade in a range from about 13 to as high as 15. That is a good range. Whether it can go 17, I think it is quite a stretch to really think about it. You'll have to assume that earnings will really be very strong for Manila Water for it to have a higher range. If you ask me, these levels seem to be higher end of the range, so could be buy low, sell high. Now, if Manila Water is doing that, what's happening with your Meralco? Meralco is just steady here at about 275. Always been in a neutral range, 260 to 280. So it's just really there, nothing much. Let me see if you have comments, but lots of, that's, I think that pretty much sums up the Philippines. So there was just a shift from about now to Dito Telecom and Merrimart. And then we also saw a shift, a buying signal pressure for Jollibee. Not much to discuss. I think that is the most important news, just avoid these equity ventures. So good afternoon to everyone. If you have any questions, then type it in. But if not, I'll proceed to global. Not a lot of companies to discuss in the Philippines. I think it's just really the most active value traded for the day was just Jollibee. If you'll ask me about Jollibee, Jollibee today at 138, I do think that is a solidified bottom, higher lows for Jollibee. We also saw some buying pressure on BDO at 88. So here at about 129 to 138, maybe it can rally to about 150. So if you're looking to sell at about 145 to 150, that looks to be your higher resistance. It could even trade at 160 and 170. So those are your resistances for Jollibee. Now, just the same thing, reopening is still there. So Cebu here at 36 pesos, bargain hunting area. GT cap at about 392, also by bargain hunting area. And then what else? GT cap. Okay, so BDO here at about 88 looks to be a bargain hunting area as well, 88.40. So your pure gold is steady naman. Your pure gold steady. 48.4. Your mega wide fell down after rallying. But if mega wide continues to get a lot of contracts with the government, then I'd assume that this drop at about 650 will be bought. So it could be just in a range, mega wide from about 6 to 8 pesos. Nearing 8, some people sell, but nearing 6, there will be a lot of buyers, given the construction of Build program of all the airports is supported by the government for mega wide. That's just basically it. Green. Okay, let's talk about green. Green rallied to as high as 2 something before, no? Let's see. So green is still steady here at about 216. Not a lot of news except the medical marijuana, diba, that they mentioned. But I think like this one is just already for now 180 is a higher low. There are resistances at about 2.6. So as it goes up, let's see. But I do not know much except that this is still an uptrend. So as long as it remains in play, then you can still hold on to your Greenergy for now. Yeah, so I think like that ends our Philippine market update. See you again, and see you again tomorrow. And thanks for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Click the like button so that the algorithms will also know how to share and everything. Thank you very much. Bye bye.